Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Beth, for coming in today. And of course, like we talked about, this is more of an ungate conversation for Rise Up and Build moms sharing their stories, their journeys, and everything else in between that they've been through, and what they're doing now, to be honest. And of course, before further ado, before I go and move forward, because I could babble forever, love to share with you who Beth is, but of course, I'll let her introduce herself and a little bit about what she does. And the first question is, what do you do, Beth?
A little
Yes.
bit of this and a little bit of
Yes,
that.
correct. Yeah.
So I'm mostly,
Yeah.
well, firstly, I'm a mum of four. So
Yes. Yeah.
they're all adults, but it does keep me pretty busy, but
I
it's
bet.
heaps
Yeah.
of fun. And I've got a granddaughter, so that's also beautiful. Um, but what I actually do is focus on just enjoying life, really. Um, And how I'm doing that is through working online. And
Mm.
so I have a couple of companies that I affiliate with, and I'm also in the crypto space. So I think that really being in a space where you've got many things going so that you
Mm.
don't have to, it's not this like, this is not working. And so I'm
Mm.
struggling.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yeah, like
there's quite a few
not
things
putting all
going
your
on.
eggs in one basket.
Definitely
I think that's the
not.
best thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I love that. And me and Beth have had many conversations
many.
about like the space online and the good, the bad, and the fun stuff.
Yeah.
But I think this is kind of like leading into the next question is like, what made you rise up and build to want to do this? Because I know, like, I mean, I know you, Rebecca, so but just a little bit of a quick review to others to share with
Yep.
them, like, what made you do the flip of like, I'm gonna do this. So yeah.
I have quite a personality that really loves variety.
Yeah.
So to be working one job, like a paid, you go to work, do your job, come home, is not my fit. So it was a way of making money and connecting with people
Yeah.
and sharing, value with
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
that I could take anywhere. And
Yeah.
so it
Correct.
doesn't matter if I'm out in my van, traveling Australia,
Yeah.
or if I'm at home, or if I'm, it doesn't matter where I am, I
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
still build this business. And I needed something that I could just take with me everywhere.
Oh, I love that. And we actually have a question. So I love that. Is pretty much what would your number one advice be for guys or for moms that for 9 to 5 moms?
Look, if you want to get out of that 9 to 5, start a little side hustle.
Yeah.
It
Correct.
doesn't have to be all consuming. You can
Yeah.
just dip your toe in. There are so many that you can do which are so affordable. You don't have to
Yeah.
be buying, $10,000 packages or,
Yeah. Correct.
even $1,000. You can
Yeah.
start in so many
Yeah.
ways, just a
Yeah.
little
Correct.
bit here until you're confident or
Yeah.
until it's building up, until you're earning what you
Yeah.
that can
Yeah.
replace it. So, because
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
things can happen overnight,
Yeah.
but sometimes they just don't. So,
Yeah, correct. There's not like there's some unicorns out there that definitely do, and I think that's
yes,
highlighted more
yeah,
than the ones that are like reality of it
yeah,
all. But so no, yeah, no, same. I totally agree. Bite size because it's kind of like getting a new job, right? Like you don't go in there and be like, I am going to be the top employee of the month. Like the
yeah,
bite sizes of it all. So yeah, start with even something small. But I truly believe like looking within yourself of what you want to do
yeah.
first, because
What's
I think
your
again,
goal?
yeah, what is your goal? Because a lot of us go in and be like, I want to be like that person, not realizing like who we are.
Yes,
And then we get lost within that.
yes.
Because, I've been there for sure,
So
like,
I have
have to
to
be,
all copy
yeah.
what everybody else does, and then it
Yes.
goes, this is not right. And I go, no, because it's not me. So I've
Yes,
got to,
correct,
it's a
correct.
learning curve. It
Yeah,
really
correct,
is.
correct. Yeah, correct. And then, and if you have any questions, like more questions, please feel free to reach out to Beth and I. Like, we're more than happy to share with you, like things that, we've done well, we've done bad, just kind of like a little
There's
bit
a
of
plenty
good
of
and bad.
both.
Yeah, correct. And then that's the best part, I truly believe, because it creates that
Yeah.
resilience. I've been talking to a lot of moms now, and I think it's that resilience because there's no story or anybody that's, famous or like made it to the top that didn't have like I messed up. Oh no, of course you're welcome
Mm.
again. Please feel free to reach out to us if you have any
Your
questions. So,
failure
you know,
is your best thing, isn't it? because
Yeah,
every
correct.
time you've failed, you're learning. It's not,
Yeah.
you don't see it as a failure. You just go, well, that didn't work. And
Yeah.
it's about nutting through all those things until you find what works for you, which is
Yes.
so different to what could work for somebody else.
Yes, correct, correct. And that kind of just leads into the next question. That what made you rise up and build to do this? Like I guess it more a little bit of like what sorry, what I guess what has you raised up? What is the challenges, sorry, that got you to here? Like I guess you said what is the failures? I would say failures easy. What is your learning curve that you
My
had to go
learning
through?
curve,
Yeah, what was your
definitely.
learning curve? Yeah.
It's about being authentic. I found
Mm,
that that was my hardest thing because you go, if you join some sort of network marketing team, they have great resources for you, but you feel like you're always copying,
yeah.
and that was
Yeah.
fine. That's what I thought was fine. But it's so my hardest thing is learning just to step back and just the people who resonate with me will find
Yes.
me. The people I don't have to strive for it. It works better when I'm
Yeah.
authentic, when I'm just myself,
Yeah.
So I found that, like to start with, I was watching what I was saying, and no, I
Yeah.
swear a lot. I swear a lot. And so I
You're
brought
like, I
that
gotta
in.
forget that. Yeah.
I brought that in because I think that people
Yeah.
need to just, this is me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to BS you. And I
Yeah.
just want to I want to help people reach their goals,
Yeah.
their dreams.
Yeah,
So
and everybody has a different dream, has a different definition of success, has a different definition of a lot of things,
yes,
and I truly believe in that case it kind of go into that whole like there's no cookie cutter and coming
no,
in on
exactly
there's
what
no
I was going to
like this
say.
is
Yeah,
the magic formula. I was
no,
like, there's structure. Like, don't get me wrong, like
yes,
I love
beautiful
structure. Like,
structure.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah. But where this is what I was saying, like, and even what I'm trying to share with everyone, it's like when you get a mentor or coach, or even when you go to a platform or join a team or whatever it may be, the structure is there. You're the filler. And I think sometimes, as well as I have done, we forget that we are the muscles that move the structure,
yeah,
So we have or the bones, I said. So yeah, we forget that sometimes, and I think we get lost
yeah.
within
It
the
was so
space of the
hard to step
Yes.
out of that. That was my
Yeah.
biggest thing, and just
Yeah.
showing up. Like
Yes.
just doing things like this. Like
Yeah.
couldn't care less anymore. But like at first, it's like, oh no.
Yeah, no, same. Like, I mean, like, yeah, no, same. No, they definitely, yeah, because that's the thing. Like, I was looking back because I did that post the other day. I'm just like, man, I used to like film myself over
Over
and over and over and over and
and
over,
over.
like
Yes.
making sure I was like, oh my gosh, my cheek is too big on that side, so I gotta turn a little bit. Are you gonna do this? Now I'm just like, I showered
This
today.
is
You're
it.
lucky. Yeah, like you're lucky I came out. Now I'm just kidding. But within saying all of that, like I love this. But within saying that, like, what would be your biggest advice to a mom that's like either they're just starting out, like of course the person that even just asked, or to the ones that are like, should I keep going? Because I think sometimes that could be the hardest part. Because for me, I'll never forget. It was like my 2 months, right? And I was like, I'm not a millionaire yet. Like, why is this not happening? I want us to kind of to share that because we've all been through it. So I'd love to get your input on that as well.
I think that's where you still stick at your goal. So sometimes you do need to pivot, and that's okay. But I
Mm-hmm.
think that it's really, if that's your goal, you've got this desire in you for some reason. It hasn't just, it's there for a reason. So keep on going. And you may have, like I said, you've got to sometimes work a full-time job and do this,
Yeah, correct.
until
Correct. Yeah.
this is. But if you've got that dream has been planted in you for a
Yeah.
reason. So
Yeah.
keep on going,
Man.
keep on pivoting if you need to, until you feel like you've just it may not be getting that $1 million,
Yeah.
but it's like, no, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
don't ask other people. In a sense, it's just trust yourself. Keep on going.
Yes. Yes.
Trust
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. And I think definitely that's the hardest thing sometimes
Yeah.
because we've all been conditioned to be like, whatever your boss says or whatever your parent says, oh, she said that's so powerful. See, yes, what I love this. This is it. Like Oh, this is just like everything is just, I could cry right now. But that's what it is. Like we just like whatever you're saying, just it, like helps one other, even if it's just one other person. Like
Yeah.
I truly love that. Like please reach out to Beth. Like Beth is like amazing. She's like, I
Thank
don't know.
you.
She's like the she's like when I when I have adult kids, like I want to be just like her. Like totally. Like that's what amazing how amazing Beth is. But no, thank you so much, Beth. And is there anything that you want to be able to share with anyone? Like, I want to be able to make sure that people can reach out to you, whether it's on Instagram, wherever it may be, or any questions that people can reach out for you for. I'd love for you to share.
Look, just
Yeah.
yeah, just ask questions. No question is dumb.
Yeah.
Absolutely no question is dumb. Like
Yeah.
it's like you go, oh no, just ask because
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know you. It's like we just want to share.
Yeah.
I'm not. You don't have to do what I do,
Yeah.
but just
Correct. Correct.
ask the
Correct.
questions.
Yeah. Correct. Correct.
Keep on asking questions. If people are
Yeah.
going to judge you, well,
Yeah.
don't ask
We
them
have a
again.
lot of words for that,
Ask
huh,
somebody
Beth?
else.
Yeah. Right. Let's bleep 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 on all of that. No, I'm just kidding. No, exactly. No, thank you so much. Like I think this is on honestly the best because this is what it is. Again, that's my purpose. Like, I want to be able to share people's journey because it takes just one person to really help you get to the next step.
Yeah.
It's just listening to others. So thank you so much, Beth. And of course, reach out to Beth. Like she's like I don't know how to explain it, but Beth is really cool. Like a
I'll
fan.
love to have a
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah, yeah, she loves to have a chat for sure. But no, thank you so much, Beth. Ever reach out to her Instagram. I'm gonna post this in all the platforms, and I'll also, of course, share your information as well on there. But of
Beautiful.
course, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And thank you so much, Beth, for
Thank
coming
you.
in this morning. And I will talk to you soon.
Have a
Bye.
beautiful day.
You
See ya.
too. Bye.